welcome back to my channel. I'm pre-recording my top 10 Tuesday, and the topic that I'm doing for today, I was watching TV and I noticed on my DVR I've been taping movies that I want to see, but I want to read the book first before watching the movie. So I calculated I had 9 movies on my DVR that I own the books for. So I'm going to share with you 10 books. I'm going to add an extra one. I'm going to add in one that is a TV series that I have the book, but I haven't. I want to start watching, but I want to read the book first. So I have 10 to share with you of books that I own that are in my TBR that have not been read yet. And once I read them, I would like to watch the movie and clear up my DVR. Right now, my DVR is getting very full, and my husband's like, when are you going to read those books? So these are 10 books that I like to read sometime soon because I have the movie already on my DVR. So the first book I have on my DVR is The Lion and the Witch and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. So I have the book. I have the movie on my DVR. I like to read the book first and then watch the movie. So this is the first one. This is a middle grade book. I really don't know. It's the Chronicles of Narnia. So I don't know much about it, but this is what I have, the first one listed on my list. Okay, the second book is a book that is humongous. I think maybe that's why I've been putting it off and putting it off. This book, I couldn't believe. I was like, oh my God, this is big. I have The Winter's Tale by Mark Hellman, but look at that sucker. That's a big one. This is 745 pages, so that's a sucker for a book. I do have the movie on my DVR, and I like to see the movie, but of course I want to read the book before I see the movie because it always spoils it. So that's that sucker of a book. Okay, so the next third book I have on my list is a book of a second series. Unfortunately, I watched the movie, book 1, the movie, and didn't finish the book. But I do have this on my DVR, and I like to finish book 1 first, then start book 2. And this is a very popular series, middle grade. It's The Sea of Monsters by Rick Riordan. I already watched The Lightning Thief with my kids. I did not finish the book. I have to pick up the book and finish book 1 before I could start this one. So that's this one. Okay, so number 4 on my list is Silver Lining Playbook by Matthew Quick. Now, I've read Matthew Quick before, and I really enjoyed his books. So I'm hoping to read this and enjoy the movie as well. So I heard the movie is really good with this one. Okay, and the 5th book is an actual book that I actually read, but I don't remember reading it, but I did read it. I know I have it marked off as being read. I read the 3 books. I own only 2 of them. I must have took them out from the library. So the second book, the second movie, Catching Fire, it's the Hunger Games, book 2, Catching Fire. I like to see the movie. I did read the book, but I'd like to reread the book and then watch the movie. So I don't remember what happened, and I like to reread it. So, and I don't normally reread books, but I like to reread it. And I think I have the 3rd book on my Kindle, so I like to read that one, reread it, because I already read them. So that's that. So we're up to number 6. Number 6 is The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants by Anne Brashares. I don't know, Brashares. I don't know if that I'm saying that correct. But I've had this spot on my bookshelf for a while now. I do have the movie on my DVR, and I like to read it. And actually, this is a 4.5 reading level, just to let you know. Okay, I'm up to number 7. Number 7 is Salem Falls by Jodi Picoult. I have the movie on my DVR. I like to read it, and again, this is a little kind of fat book, but I do own her book, and I like to read this beforehand, and I really don't know anything about this book at all, but I do have the movie on my DVR. So that's that one. And now number 8 is no surprise. I have I've been talking about this one for over a year now. I have Breaking Dawn part 1 and part 2 on my DVR, and I want to read it. I want to read the book first before watching it. I actually started watching part 1, and there was a spoiler, and I was like, wait a minute, I didn't read that. And because I read the Twilight books when they first came out way back when, but I never knew that there was a 4th book. So I have the 4th book, Breaking Dawn, but I have not read it yet, and I had to stop my DVR because I didn't want to get any more spoiled, because I want to really read this. And it is another fat book. So it'll take me a while to read this, but that's another one. But this has been on my list for a while now, so that's that one. Okay, so now I'm on to the TV show that I stuck in here for my number 9. My number 9 would be The Pretty Little Liars. I actually watched the pilot, and then I stopped it. Now, I didn't want to continue the series because the pilot was pretty good, season 1. So I was like, I need to read the books. I own, I think, 1 through 13 already. So I really have to start reading the books. So that's this. And it's kind of short. I think this could be like a weekend read. So that's on my list to read. So that. And then the last book that I put on my list, I do not have it on my DVR, but it is a movie, and I would like to read the book before I rent the movies from the library. So I put Vampire Academy book 1 by Michelle Mead. I have not read this yet, and there is a movie. I heard the movie wasn't that good, but the book is better. That's what I heard, and I'd like to read this one. So that is 10 books that have movies out that I own that I would like to see the movie. So if you notice, there's pink dots on my books. I've been putting pink dots so my kids know what reading level they are. This is what I'm talking about. There's a pink dot here. See on the back on this, I put little stickers as I look up the book because I'm always on AR Reader. I've been putting little stickers so my kids know that they can pick it up and it's within their reading level. So this one is a 4.8. That's Breaking Dawn, 4.8. So they're able to read this if they wanted to. So the ones that don't have, I haven't looked them up, or they're adults. So I've been trying to do as much as I can, labeling them so they could go to my bookshelf and just take what they need within their AR reading level. So if you have watched any of these movies or read any of these books and you highly recommend I read them first or whatever, please let me know. I did record this in no particular order. It was just the way it was listed on my DVR. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!